London, more than 200,000 personal possessions have been salvaged from Grenfell Tower's wreckage during a poignant recovery process that reduced survivors to tears. Michael Lockwood, who has overseen work at the gutted block, said items of great sentimental value, including jewelry and photos, have been reunited with their owners. After a painstaking 5-month investigation, the British police concluded on Thursday that 71 people died in the June 14 disaster, somewhat fewer than they had originally estimated. Victoria King, 71, and her daughter Alexandra Attila, 40, were the last victims to be formally identified by the coroner, police said in a statement. A stillborn baby, whose mother escaped the building, was counted among the victims. At the time of the fire, the London Metropolitan Police said that at least 80 people had died in the blaze. But officers now believe all the victims have been recovered and identified. Hundreds of families were left homeless. Residents feared that many mementos had been lost forever as they were forced to run from the building through corridors clogged with smoke that night. But more than 50 people, survivors of the lower floors and accompanying friends and relatives, were allowed to return to the tower to retrieve belongings over the past 6 weeks, Lockwood said. Until then, access to the site had been restricted as police carried out a painstaking investigation, including the removal of the dead. Lockwood said he had spent a lot of time with survivors. One of the things they said to me was, "We want to go back into the tower. There are some very sentimental and precious items for us, whether it's jewelry or photographs, and we only want to collect those." We had 40 of the survivors. We stood in front of them and said, "You can go back into the building," and every one of them was in tears of joy, and they said to me, "This is the first time we've ever been listened to." More than 3,500 supports are propping up bowed ceilings and floors in the tower, while scaffolding 3 times the normal density is reaching through to the building's core to stabilize it. This has allowed a 150-strong recovery team comprising forensics staff, investigators and contractors to safely work with great care, dignity and respect.